It's an artificially intelligent super luxury car. The man wants to show its performance. He switched on the cruise control when he first got on the road, but not for long. Suddenly a red light came on. It's malfunctioning. No matter how he tapped the screen or stepped on the brake, the speed was stuck at 130. The car started to run around on the highway. After all, the old man had seen it all before. He told his son to hit the brakes and activate the system. But the first time he hit the brakes, the car's speed went up by 10. The old man told him to press harder. Jason hit the brakes 3 more times. That's it. It's 160. The car was about to take off. Jason made a U-turn and drove into the on-ramp. A man was just about to get out of the car. Pete was baffled. He couldn't believe it. It was a second-hand car he'd just bought. Although he was very upset, he decided to put the door back on. Pete was furious. He slammed the door and went after him. Even when his mom called him home for dinner, he hangs up the phone and starts the war song. And he's chasing after them with his little hands. On the other side, the old man switches seats. Never mind the wires. Just pull it out as soon as you see it. But it didn't work. At this moment, the police came after him. Jason shouted for help, but the police couldn't hear him. Luckily, his wife was smart. She pulled out her best friend's nose plug. She wrote down the distress signal. The girl opened the window to show the police, but she didn't hold it properly. It flew directly into the policeman's face. It took the policeman half a day to get it down, but then the map went into the wind. The map was stuck to Pete's window again. The suddenness of the scene stopped the car. Pete was furious, slamming my door and blocking my glass. "If I catch you, I'll beat you up." The traffic police finally realized Jason's situation, so they rushed forward to clear the traffic, because there's a toll booth further ahead. He said his bum was a bit hot. His father said it was normal, because he accidentally broke the heated seat. What's even more desperate, we're approaching the toll booth. The speed of 160 cars still cannot be reduced. Luckily, the toll booth had been evacuated in advance. But when the family arrived, they were shocked. The lanes were reversed. In a hurry, Jason made a U-turn and got into the opposite lane. Luckily, he was able to drive through it without any danger, but Pete was still chasing after him. Before leaving, he paid the toll. But then something else happened. Some bird poop fell from the sky. Jason turned on his wipers and started scraping, but the wipers broke. Seeing the foam rising upwards, he had to stick his head out of the car. The old man was great too. He climbed out of the car through the sunroof. He managed to polish the glass with a rag. Soon Jason couldn't stand the heat anymore, so he switched with the old man. Then he called the car shop for help, but they were very busy. The car's security system was too good. They locked a family of test drive customers in their car. Judging from their vomiting, it's going to be hard to get them out. He just hung up the phone. A bee flew into the car. It scared the old man. He's afraid of bees. In order to reassure his father to drive, Jason took his shoe and swatted it down, even though the airbag was out. Luckily, the bees flew away through the window, but the escaped bee was not satisfied, and then it flew back into Pete's ear. Pete was going crazy. He slammed my door and blocked my window, and now he's stabbing me with bees. He smashed the front window with a few punches. He vowed to catch up with them. The old man just got scared. He needs to go to the toilet. The woman knows what she's doing. Quickly handed over a plastic bag. Now the old man was completely free. The bag was full, but he never expected it. The old man was so happy, but Pete suffered. The father handed him a bag full of drinks. The son takes it and throws it out the window. Pete was chasing after him. The drink was thrown in his face, and when he tastes it, it's urine. And now Pete's about to have a breakdown. In order to avoid a repeat of the tragedy, he takes a plastic bucket and snaps it over his head. He kicks the accelerator and starts chasing again, as the car could not slow down. Father and son decided to force the brakes, and they lost the brakes. Jason threw it out the window, but then he knocked out the cop who was helping them, and then Pete came after them, threatening to drive them crazy. Jason didn't know what was going on. He crashed into the car. The son thought it was a bad guy, grabbed a stick and hit Pete in the thigh. It hurt so bad, he ran into a campsite on the side of the road. Looks like he's going to get a beating. Not long after, the police chased after him again. The two cars are traveling side by side. They're trying to rescue him. Soon enough, his son and daughter were picked up. When it was my best friend's turn, just because the old man looked at her a little more, almost let my friend fall. Luckily, Jason found her in time, but his wife was pregnant. She couldn't climb over, so the police sent a helicopter, successfully rescued her from the skylight. We're about to reach the traffic jam. It's too late to save her one by one, so the police tied a rescue rope to the car. At the last minute, the car was able to reach the sky. Now they can finally breathe a sigh of relief, but before they could be happy, just heard a click. It's over. The car has turned into a convertible. The end of the story. The wife gave birth safely in the hospital.